Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today I've got a brand new Transformers review, and this is an exciting one that I've been waiting for a long time for. So finally I am 4/5 of the way towards finishing the Dinobots. Today in my review I'm going to be looking at Dinobot Snarl, and the Stegosaurus was always an awesome dinosaur when I was a child. I had like loads of little model dinosaurs of the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops, and Snarl was, although he's not one of the most renowned Dinobots, he's still pretty damn cool. Of course, there is a lot of debate over the colour choosing, which we'll get into in a while, of this figure compared to the 3 released so far. But me personally, my one goal as a child when I used to watch the 1986 Transformers movie was to have a full set of the Dinobots, and I've never ever been closer. So if you could just release Swoop now, guys, I will be very happy. And yeah, so this guy's pretty awesome. Hopefully he stands up to that. So let's have a look at the box for Snarl. So let's check out the box for Snarl. And it does say Transformers the movie, Studio Series 86, Dinobot Snarl, 8+ Hasbro, plastic free packaging, Transformers down the side, and this amazing picture here of Snarl fighting off what looks like some random fire coming in from the Decepticons. If you take down to the bottom, you do get the Transformers the movie logo. Switch around to the side, you do get Leader Class 86 Studio Series. On the back, the usual stuff from Transformers. You get a picture of him in both modes. It does say big screen inspired scale detail backdrop, Battle of Autobot City, 31 points between figures, and of course again there's the paint, which is a different shade to the rest of the Dinobots released so far. Snarl and the Autobots must find a way to destroy Unicron before Cybertron is devoured, and you do get a background for Autobot City in the packaging. And on the back here you've got Snarl looking all cool, and on the bottom loads of legalese. So let's get him out of the box. So everybody, here is the Dinobot Snarl out of the box, and I have to say, once again, like with all the other Dinobots, I am really impressed with the size of this guy straight out of the box. He looks really good, very nice colouring. Now that's a controversial one because everyone that I've heard from does not like the new kind of yellowing on this figure, and I have to say it's not great, to be honest. But when I did put him with the others, I don't know, I didn't really take too much notice. And it's not, and like I'm going to say this a few times, it doesn't kill this figure for me, definitely not. It's a really well done look. It's well done, well put together looking figure, and very nice. I'm glad to finally have Snarl, and just one more to go now on Swoop, I mean. So yeah, let's go check out what accessories this guy did arrive with and have a proper look at the figure. So guys, here is Snarl in Dinosaur mode. I did transform him off screen because with these leader class figures they can be quite intricate and difficult, especially for a simple-minded fellow as myself. My first impression when I finished him was the tail was quite low, and I still think that, I don't know, am I wrong or what? But anyway, there is a lot of controversy about the different colours and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of annoying now that I look at it, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm just happy to have Snarl in my collection. Even though he's credited as being in the movie, I don't think he actually was in it. Maybe one frame, I think, somewhere. Someone pointed out, but I didn't see it personally. But yeah, I'm really liking this guy. And yeah, I will give a more detailed breakdown of this figure now in dinosaur mode. Well, I'll start with robot mode and we'll move on to dinosaur mode. So yeah, guys. So here is Snarl down off the thingamajig, and let's look at what he comes with. So like pretty much every Studio Series figure, you do get a little cardboard background, and this time it's the battle at Autobot City, which Snarl may or may not have been at. We don't know, but yeah. So you do get that. You do get your standard instructions. Now I have to shout out a fellow YouTuber here, MGO316, because he puts up like Let's Transform It videos, and they are so much more helpful than this Venn diagram type thing could ever be. And yeah, I just throw these in a drawer and they're probably never seen again unless I have to sell a figure, which is rare. So let's get rid of that. He does come with a sword as well, which is cool. It does have like 2 handles, one at either side, so you can stick it on him when he's in transformation mode, or you can put it in his hand, which is nice for a Dinobot to come with their sword for once. So yeah, he does look kind of cool with it. And yeah, very impressed with the offerings here. There isn't much more he could have gotten really. Maybe they give him a gun or something like they did with the other ones. But yeah, so that is the accessories. Let's remove his sword again for a minute. So to look at the figure itself, it is a really, really nice figure. Let's leave color out of it because I could keep coming back to that. But other than that, the figure is really nice. It's got lots of articulation, lots of movement. So let's start with the head. You do get left and right, a little bit of up and down, a little bit of side to side, not a whole lot. The arms, you can get a T-pose, and there is a swivel here at the elbow and a pivot as well. Oop. Now this is a problem because this is the one problem I've had with this figure. I transformed it once, and the hands and the back paws of the dinosaur keep popping off. Not ideal, but yeah. So it's like a double jointed elbow you can get here. It's quite good, kind of part of the transformation as well. You do get a swivel at the chest. You can look down. You can't really look back when you're using the knee swivels. Fine ratchet joints there. Legs do go out all the way, so you can do splits. They go up this far, go back this far, and you do get a nice ratchet joint there for the legs. And you don't really need a toe thing on this, toe articulation, so he doesn't have it, unfortunately. Now it can go up and down, but that's more part of the transformation. So that's kind of the figure. At the back, you don't really have any kibble, which is good. Nothing really sticking out where it shouldn't be, and that is always really, really good. So what I'm going to do now is just show you what he's like with his Transformer or Dinobot brothers. So as you can see by this picture, this video, he does quite scale perfectly with all the other Dinobots. Here is Slug and Sludge at the backside, and of course his boss, Grimlock. And he does look good with all of them, really, to be honest. Now if you want to push these, Slug is just falling over. And if you want to put him up next to some of your other Autobots, here is him with Optimus Prime. Again, the scale is really, really good here. Just a little one there in the front. There is Jazz. Jazz, the moon base too. I don't know why that always comes into my head when I hear that name. But yeah, he's really, really good. And yeah, good addition. So yeah, let's transform him. I will not be doing this in video, by the way, because it is a fairly complicated transformation. At least to me anyway. So let's see. So that was a bit of an arduous transformation. I really did not like the transformation on this figure. The trouble for me was the bit on his arm. These feet were quite tight and they kept breaking off as I was trying to transform him. But I was able to pop them back on, so that's no bother. But yeah, let me just review what I see here before I go into the talking about the transformation later on. Yeah, so it's a really good figure. Again, like, everything is going to be ignored on this figure because of the paint. And as I said previously, to me it's not a deal breaker, but to others it definitely is. He does look nice. He's got a movable mouth. He's no articulation in the face and the head at all, because this is actually, as part of the transformation, it splits in two. So it's a strange one, being honest. But like, looking at him on the bottom, there's absolutely no kibble or anything. It's done really well in my opinion. And yeah, but I will, whilst I'm on it, I'm going to give my full verdict on this figure before I go any further. I'm going to give Snarl a 7 out of 10. It's a good figure. It has lots of problems. It has some problems. The colour of the paint being one. Some of the bits in the transformation not being great either. And other than that, I'm just happy to have another Dinobot. He's probably the worst one so far, but they've all been fairly good, so that's high praise. I love his robot mode. His robot mode is fantastic. Definitely the first one of the 4 to have a better robot mode, in my opinion. I know some others will disagree with that, and that's cool. Everyone's got their own opinion, but this has been my least favorite one so far, and I'm hoping he stays that way because I really like Swoop. So I'm hoping Swoop is a good one. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.